Okay, thanks for joining us tonight. We have a lot to talk about this Cowboy Bebop stuff. I hate to say this, but holy moly. Now, I had heard that, they were going to come out with Cowboy Bebop, and it's really strange because it didn't really drop last night when it's supposed to drop when the shop drops a drop, if that makes sense to you. The problem is it was actually dropped later, like around 10 o'clock at night, which was weird. The store got a late update, and that's why I didn't cover anything yesterday, and because I was busy, tired, worn out, and I think work is out to kill me sometimes. So, we have a problem with this Cowboy Bebop thing. First off, Tabor Hill said he doesn't know anything about it and only watched it on Toonami. Well, you must be younger than me, because when I used to watch it, it was like late night or totally different. It wasn't a Toonami thing. Toonami wasn't even around. Toonami was like the secondary thing. So Cowboy Bebop, they would do anime at night, and this was before that. This was before Adult Swim. I don't know if it was Channel 11 or what channel it exactly was, but so there would be nighttime anime. And Cowboy Bebop, we all went out and bought them like right away on VHS. Okay, so that should tell you it's a little old. If you come to my house, you're gonna find it on VHS, and we have it on disc as well. We used to go to this place in the mall called Saturday Matinee, and we would get our anime DVDs and all that shit there for the longest time. And I have the full Dragon Ball Z collection, and we're talking about the Dragon Ball Z that was before the Kai crap or any of that. This is different, okay? The music and the soundtrack sounded different. So whenever you go to download Dragon Ball Z digital version on Xbox, the Japanese or the American version, none of it sounds right. Well, that's because it is different. There were multiple iterations of Dragon Ball Z. Most people don't know this. That's why I'm dropping the dime on you now. So when I grew up, we're talking Dragon Ball Z was starting to hit late 80s, early 90s with only just a few episodes, and then it kind of picked up in the mid 90s where they did the episodes all the way to Frieza, but you never seen Goku go Super Saiyan. And it just kept repeating all the way through that story several times, and you never seen him go Super Saiyan. Then finally you see him go Super Saiyan. They dropped it. So it's like a year or two later, they dropped it. It like took forever. They never released it like for American. So I think what was going on is that the Americans were getting the Dragon Ball Z first, or getting it and having to reproduce it in their world first before, like the music they added was like kind of like heavy metal music. And when Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, it had this totally different sound than what anything plays, and I remember that sound. And it was almost like some riffs, some heavy metal kind of stuff. So if you grew up around my time, you would know that a lot of people should know about Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Ball Z, because that's the only thing cool to really watch. So it was like, and then after that the series just kind of stopped, and didn't really get Dragon Ball Z. We got it in phases, you know. And as soon as they became available at like Saturday Matinee, I went and bought the VHSs. I have the full collection of VHS down there, and it's the ones that say uncut. And so those ones, you'll notice, have the sound that I grew up. And that's because I think they were having to make it, Americans were having to make it, you know, before anything was like processed. I know that Funimation, I think, was involved, but the reality is they switched over to this Kai version, and then they got this, now the version is like American but Japanese background music. So there's like so many different iterations of Dragon Ball Z. It's like, that's not what I grew up watching. Unless if the Mandela effect is real, people. So, I know you were listening to me talk, but listen to this shit. So, here we are checking out the store, right? And I've got some beef with this shit. Okay? I'm not happy about this. Check this out. Okay, so here we have Faye, right? Now, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Faye, you know. Well, I don't know why they didn't, try to make her hotter. Well, they put the red thing on her to kind of cover that up, because that top is actually revealing, okay? A lot of the times, it was just that yellow top, and I'm telling you now, they thought it was too sexual. I'm telling you now, she's not wearing that red thing all the time in the show, okay? Trust me, I know. So, I don't know, okay, so I would like to have this bundle, but there's a problem. First off, look at that price, $3,400, and they fucked up bad. Okay, you've heard me on previous Fortnite reviews and shop reviews. Go look at them, they're all dated. And I'll go over and say something about anime. Check out the ones where I say something about anime, and I start telling you about Big O, Cowboy Bebop, Vampire Hunter D, that kind of stuff, right? So, they like had Ghost in the Shell. We didn't have all of these billions of Japanese anime stuff that they have now. That stuff was not available. If it was available, it would be in Japanese. Like, for instance, there was a Dragon Ball Z movie where he fights what they were calling at the time Satan. And now they call it Janemba. And they called it Janemba in there, but there was like Satan or something. I don't get it. But the only way you could watch that fucking movie was in Japanese. It never got released until probably the past 5 years, I think, actually. It was the Janemba Dragon Ball Z movie thing where in the Japanese version, Goku and Vegeta do a lot of cussing, and it's a lot of cussing. So, maybe that's why. I don't know. But the problem we have with this here is we don't have Jet, okay? And we don't have Ian or Edward. Isn't Ian the dog? So, first off, the emotes here. The emote should be Ian, the dog, eats a mushroom and starts hopping funny around you, okay? So picture this. Okay, you know what episode I'm talking about with the mushrooms, okay? And the guy that was selling mushrooms and they had to go get them? Why didn't they do an emote with the dog, or the dog like eats a mushroom and starts hopping funny? Obviously you don't know, like you could do so many iterations with the emotes here for this. And yes, I'm doing a rant because when you're one of them people, you're one of them people, buddy. And so we got a problem here. So this is this should be a glider. First off, these battle axes are ridiculous. Like, okay, look, okay, I'm gonna run around with this as a weapon. Okay. First off, those should be their gliders. That should be Faye's ship. This should be Spike's ship. As a glider coming in, you should be getting gliders. 3,400 without gliders. Do I look like a sucker? Oh man, you have no idea. So this is obviously rated to get money off of people or something, because I'm a Cowboy Bebop fan, and guess what? I'm not buying it. That's 35 bucks. Okay? Now look, this is where they put Edward. Inside of that. There's Edward. And supposedly the dog is in there too, as one of the pictures. So you got Edward and the dog, and I'm pretty pissed. So you couldn't put an emote with the dog in it. You couldn't put something comical with an emote. You couldn't even put Edward in there as an emote. Was there some sort of reason for that? Now this gun is even done wrong. It should be like doo-doo, 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 with like splashes of, you know, okay, so you know how the beginning of the show goes, where they got the splashes and the it should be like pow, you know, all this kind of stuff. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. They kind of have that there, but it's not there. It's not there. Okay? It should say Cowboy Bebop. Okay? Now, also, why don't we have the Bebop ship here as like an emote? You know? The roses have to do with Spike in the story where the roses... There was actually like... okay, so there was some unreleased stuff there. I think there was actually 28 episodes or something like that. So there was like 2 episodes or something that were not released in America ever. I don't even know if they released them in Japan or something. There was something fishy. Like it only had 25 or 26 episodes altogether, if I'm correct. I don't know. I could be wrong here, but I'm telling you. So there was these 2 episodes, right, that were not added, and it was after Spike and what everybody did afterwards, basically. So they part ways, and they do this and they do that, and then they end up finding their way back together or something, and they go right back to their lifestyle. But those were like erased something, and I'm telling you right now, I know this as a fact. And so if it doesn't exist, then the Mandela just beat your ass. So they later came out with a movie kind of iterating what they wanted to do. So I don't know if this is like a comic book I got a hold of or what, but I'm telling you, those episodes that were unreleased, there was like 2 of them or something. So I don't know. I haven't looked. I could swear to God, and someone might correct me on this, but basically... I think there was like 26 episodes or something, and it was supposed to go to 28. Okay, something like that. And it got cut short. Still to this day, it is cursed. Cowboy Bebop is cursed. It has a curse. Towards the end of everything, it gets cursed. The Netflix TV show that they did was awesome. Unbelievably awesome. And because of the woke generation, and yeah, I'm blaming you motherfuckers, because of whoever, right? The new kids on the block these days, they don't understand and where stuff started at and where it come from and who has the respect for this. But that TV show on Netflix for Cowboy Bebop was freaking awesome. Okay? Freaking awesome. And they were doing a great job with it. I know there was some differences, but it was actually, dude, those actors actually grew on you. At first I was a little skeptical. Boom, right away. Yeah, you got it. You're doing great. And they introduced Edward at like the end, and we all wanted to see more. So freaking pissed. And so many of the fucking people that love Cowboy Bebop wanted to see more. And the one guy that's playing Spike, perfect, well done. And Jet, dude, that was Jet. Don't even try to tell me. I don't care if it's a black guy. He was fucking Jet. Dude, I would hire him to be Jet. the rest of my fucking life. He did a damn good job, sounded like him and everything. I mean, oh my God. You know? So, other than ranting about 3,400 folks, you fucked up on this. You fucked up big time. I would never pay 6,000, 3,400. You're out of your freaking mind. First off, you messed up so bad. And I am a real game collector and a real anime guy from the past. I grew up on this shit. So when I say you fucked up, you fucked up. Okay, because this right here has no relevance at all. Edward, that's it, right there. Why couldn't you make an Edward to run around, okay? How hard is it? A barefoot little girl that's a goofball. How hard would that be? Or an emote where she's doing goofy stuff. Or get the computer out and doing stuff, you know? You could have had them all on here. Who knows? They might add more. If you add more, we'll talk. But you got to do it right. And how hard is it to make these the damn gliders? Why are these pickaxes? You really had the wrong people working on this. I'm just telling you right now. You wanted my review. You got my fucking review now. You see, I don't need to get pissed off. But then again, this is YouTube. And I hate to say it, but it's not for kids. So the flowers really mean absolutely nothing. It's just a thing that they added for Spike, and the flower goes out the window with them, and it has to do with, you know, the girl that he was attached to. Like I said, the TV show that they made on Netflix was amazing, done very well, and they could have went even further with it. And I really wanted to see that episode where there's like maybe that thing living that was in the ship that was in the refrigerator, because the refrigerator went bad and it grew something in space where they all got sick. Or that episode like where they all ate the magic mushrooms and they were all tripping. There is so much stuff with that show. They were doing a great job. And I'm not too happy with, like I said, Cowboy Bebop is cursed. They have a curse on them. I don't know who did it, but they're going to get beat up. Because they were supposed to do 2 more episodes to close out the story. Instead of letting it fall on, I'm falling out the window and I'm laying there in a cast or whatever. They were supposed to do 2 more episodes, and that's how it went. And then they were supposed to do the rest of the TV show on Netflix, and it gets canceled because of COVID times, and it didn't get enough views. Kind of sounds like YouTube and their malarkey crap algorithm. So people who watch this today, you got a little special bit of me in there. And, well, don't piss me off. And, yeah, I've got to let you know. So look at this. This is feasible. Maybe 1,500 for Faye. Maybe 1,500 for Spike, you know. I could do that. That's no big deal. But this crap, that's just junk. And look, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but the jukebox has the song. Okay? Which is the beginning of the song of the, you know, and that's fine, but I don't understand the phone. I really don't. It has no value in this at all. Like, whoever was in charge, you're fired. Greg just fired your ass. So, there's a lot more that could be done with that. As we see, they did bring DC back. I wasn't going to cover all this last night. Like I said, it didn't get dropped at normal time. So say my time might be 7 o'clock, or just after, or maybe 7:30. I don't know. But whatever, it did not pop on here at all. And it was later. It was like 10 o'clock at night when it dropped. And you'll see other guys say that. And for Tabor Hill to be like, I was watching it on Toonami. Toonami was after the fact. This used to be on TV at night. It was late night anime, dude. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. I know I've been doing this shit too long. This chick is kind of cool. She's she's got a cool outfit design. See, let's see here. So apparently I somehow have check marks and I own her, but I can't find her anywhere and I don't remember her. I don't know. It says owned and I don't know how. So if I click on her, there's these different like outfit designs, and I can tell you right now for a fact that I never bought this chick. Not once, not at all. Never bought her. So I don't know if this came in some sort of battle pass, or maybe they messed up, but I have never bought. Like, okay, the version, there is a Galaxy version that it wasn't this chick at all, and I think it was this one right here. So Galaxy Grapper. Okay, I bought this one, and it was a long time ago when it first came out, because I thought it was cool. You know, you got the Galaxy in there and all that stuff, and the stuff flying around, the eyes. You know, I thought, man, that's really cool. And of course, no combat boots, but they are like wrestling boots, maybe, right? So anyways, I don't even know why even the boots. They just should have did like feet, or like do like the hands are done, or do like the feet could be just like, you know, just feet with like Galaxy. You know, why even bother with boots? Because you're like not even from here, right? You don't wear human clothes, obviously. So I don't know where this one came from. I don't know if buying that got me that, but I never bought this chick, not even once. So I'm still mystified as to why this is in my thing with check marks on it. But thank you, Fortnite. And I swear to God, it wasn't no bundle with her. So I guess if I bought this, maybe I got that. I have no idea. Anyways, we've got music here. Spider-Man's still here. Like I said, if you're playing Cloak and Dagger stuff on maps at nighttime, you'll be really cloaked up with wearing this Spider-Man Noir outfit. Okay, so check into that. We're going down the list, people. Royal Originals. These are different now. They have the crash test dummy, and you know, it looks like robots is what their theme is on this week. And then you've got this chick, which I swear to God I've never seen her before, but okay, you know, I don't know why it doesn't say new. Maybe she was like last year's Japanese edition. You know, I call it like a Japanese edition, but it's like every year at around this time they do Samurai, or you know, I say, you know, Call of Duty's doing it right now too. So something about kung fu and stuff, you know, the Japanese lore of the samurai and all that stuff, you know. So the dogs are still here. We're sick of looking at them. You got the shoes. You've got cars. Is that a new car? What is that? I swear I've seen that before. It looks like a what is that, a Pinto? Or there's something I can't remember. It's gonna be a while. Anyways, you got that guy. I got the people. Anime chick, always going there about animes. And then we got, you know, some cool pads here, man. Look at that, man. Shit. And anyways, it says new music there. Blink 182. I don't know who Blink 182 is, but apparently you people do. And then that is pretty much that. Now, Tabor Hill bought this outfit, and I did a little small review on it, saying, what the hell is the deal with the legs, the pants? I thought it was so retarded. I was like, cuddle buns. Well, if you're a cuddle buns, then why don't you have like more of a cuddly kind of thing going on there? That's not cuddle buns, man. I don't know what the hell to tell you. But anyways, you know, I got a discrepancy and a problem with everything. Like Call of Duty, okay? You release the turtles. Well, the turtles on here is like $30 for the whole set, you know. Turtles on Call of Duty is $80 to $100. Well, actually $100 if you want Splinter. So anyways, we've got the Kickstarter still here. I didn't finish it. I've been very busy. I will be finishing stuff. I do it on the weekends, people. So we have these milestones that need to be done, and your weeklies are going to be fun to do now. You do them with some friends, and you can do them as a joint thing. And it's always good to get as many friends as possible. If you do 4 people, you go in there, you get a whole bunch of bumps. So anyways, what was it saying? You've got Tuesday is when the stuff comes out. Yeah, 4 days, 13 hours. So Tuesday, everybody. Other than that, there's your store, your shop, and sorry for ranting, but subscribe because that's how I get pissed off, and you got to hear it. Talk to you on the next one. Bye bye.
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.